Good evening, Council. My name is Ben Alonso and I'm the Vice President of Student Activities of the University of Kent Student Union. I apologise for not coming to see you guys last week. I only found out about these meetings very recently. I'm here to voice the concerns of the students up at the University of Kent on the proposal that you guys have made to close down Westgate Hall. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the students who have come here today and decided to take the correct approach of just sending a representative instead of making this a media stunt, in which case thank you very much. The three areas I'm here to discuss with you guys from my point of view, from the student point of view, would be the student interaction with the community, which is a very important issue, the location of the hall, let's be honest, that's very clear that it's a good location. Thirdly, the diversity of events. I know the speeches you're going to be hearing tonight are based on Salsa, but let's be under no illusion. There are a variety of different events that take place in this hall which lead from Salsa, or we can take one of the bigger events like the Fringe Festival that happens, or I believe I heard yesterday about blood being taken down there. There's such a huge range of events which, of course, you could argue that you could change where they go, but I still believe it's one of the main focuses of the town, and I mean, if you look over your shoulder, you can see Save Canterbury's only large community venue. It speaks volume. Westgate Hall has been the perfect location for students to get involved in different events, as I've mentioned. A perfect example, again, apologies for returning to Salsa, is the University of Kent South Society. It is the largest student society in the south of England, boasting over 250 members, and perhaps if you include society and lay members, you've got in a region of 300 to 500 people involved. It's important to remember that the location of the hall, it is important to remember the location of the hall is very central. For residents, it is a central part of Canterbury. For students coming from the University of Kent or Christchurch, it's on the main bus route into town. Talking from my experience, the only transport I use are my two legs. I can't afford a car, and from student politics, I'm on campus. We can't have cars on campus. So the only thing we have is my legs. So 20 minutes of walking, I guess that's not bad, but please don't move it any further. What else would I like to say? If you remove these activities from this hall, I think I'd be a bit sceptical for this uptake in student involvement. I mean, I've probably met one or two of you in this room on other meetings concerning student involvement with the community, but let's be clear, students are very hard to get involved with, and as previous speakers have said, we need to address this with the students. Taking away one of the major venues for involvement is key to this. The final point I do want to make is in closing. If we close this hall, a number of student links with the community will abruptly be cut. If we close this hall, I hope you're beginning to realise with the number of speeches you're going to hear today, there'll be a number of upset residents, and in my opinion, students are seen as residents. And finally, with the closure of this hall, you'll be taking away one of the biggest halls in Canterbury, which, as Bob did mention, has a huge potential to grow with its services. I don't think the promotion's done properly on the website, and I believe there are other avenues that you can look in. I do understand you have a very tough decision to make, but I do hope that the potential rewards for giving the community this opportunity to use this space creatively would outweigh your current concerns. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Alonso. After what we've seen this evening, you just wonder if they've got any interest really in it other than the big ticket or the issues that really get there and getting themselves in the paper one way. It's really disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful that they can't see this is just what this council is doing. But we will fight that. We will fight it tooth and nail to show people what we are doing. No question.